everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Flosstube 101. My name is Candace, and this is my channel about cross stitch. Sometimes knitting, sometimes quilting. Today's just cross stitch. So if you found me amongst all of the Flossmas videos, thank you for stopping by and checking out what I have. It's hard. There's a lot of videos out there right now. I do not expect many people to see this one, but hopefully the people that won the giveaways from 2 weeks ago watch, because that would be awesome. So I will do that in a little bit. I'll announce the winners of the giveaways from my last video, but I just wanted to say thank you and happy holidays if you celebrate. I'm not sure if I'm going to record again before Christmas. I actually hesitated recording this one just because of the volume of videos that are popping up right now. But I don't know. There are some people that like to watch, so so I don't think this will be super long. But it also won't be short like a Flossmas video. So I'm a little warm now in my oh dear sweatshirt, as this is the third time I've had to start this video. The first time my dog knocked the stand over, and then the second time my husband called when I was about 10 minutes in. So we're just gonna start over. He's getting out of work late. So I have more time now and I don't need to rush or feel rushed. I will say though, since I'm on the floor with my Christmas tree, you might spot a dog or two. Please don't knock that over this time. There she is. There's Bella. What are you doing, boo? Hi. You come say hi. This is Bella. Roscoe's gonna come bust his nose in because that's what he does. Thank you. Thank you. Please come again. Roscoe, go lay down. Go lay. Thank you. Those are my dogs. They are crazy right now. I'm definitely gonna have to feed them when I get done with this. So, Flosstube 101, December 15th. My name is Candace. I think that's the intro all over again. Let's see. I have fully finishes. I have finishes. I have starts. I have whips. I got it all. I am in a whole bunch of challenges right now, kind of like end of the year. The biggest one though is whip wranglers. So I've touched quite a few whips because you like roll 2 dice to figure out which whip and how many stitches you're going to stitch on that. So that is in the Sane Stitchers group. If you are interested in challenges or anything like that, feel free to pop on over and join us. It's a lot of fun. You don't have to do every single challenge, but some of them really help. Like there are a few things that I probably wouldn't have touched for the rest of this year that I was like, yes, I would like to work on that. So how about we start with the 2 things I fully finished. And one was a finish before, and one was a whip last time you saw it, and is now a finish. So these are from Satsuma Street, and it is Partridge and Pear and Turtle Doves. And I actually used the little string that was around the floss in the kit for their hangers. Look at those sequins and beads. So I finished them with sparkly paper. Very sparkly paper. It is like uber sparkly. I found this in the scrapbook section. It was with all of the like the 12 by 12 scrapbook paper, but this was in their textured area. So it's just like super duper sparkly. The glitter doesn't come off though. So, and then I just used some Eileen's glue and glued them together. And then I set some books on top of them. I did put a Wonder Clip at the top to squish it together better to make sure the glue got in all the fibers for the hanger so that it doesn't fall off. But so there, this one was finished before. This one I finished last week. I just love these so much. They're so sparkly and so pretty. So I'll just hang them up here. Is that too high? Yeah, maybe. There are so many ornaments on this tree. So many ornaments. We'll put that one on the light. There we go. Okay. They look good right there. My kids wanted them on their tree, so that's where they were hanging since I finished them. Okay, so as far as, oh geez, other finishes, it's not fully finished, if I can find it. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw this one. But this was the fox. And I finished it, and I love it. And it is on 40 count Verdal from the Stitch Me. And here's where it was before. And, oh, geez. Hold on a second. Let me just, I forgot about the lights on the tree. It's shining through. There we go. How's that? Not great, but better. So it is kind of hard to see in this light because it is fully dark outside. But he is all done. Tiny stitches. Teeny tiny stitches. I did change a couple of colors. I used 2 hand-dyeds for my stash. And I'm going to wait to fully finish this until I get the reindeer done. And then I'm going to frame them side by side using the same frame. So that is the fox. So let's see, I finished the fox this week and I finished turtle doves. Did I finish anything else? Let me check. No. Then I just started some stuff. So I started, if I can find the chart, I started the reindeer. I was going to wait until the beginning of the year, like New Year, New Start or something like that, but I couldn't resist. Once I finished the fox, nope. So I'm doing this on the exact same fabric, 40 count Be Stitch Me. It doesn't have a name, but here is where I am. Put my hand behind it so you can see that the antlers are amazing. I will agree with someone else who said that the lightest color that highlights the antlers is too light. I don't know if it was a misprint or what, but I am using the next darkest color. So I guess it would be 945 is what she called for. And instead I am using 3829 or Bright Leaf. That's the other color. It's like a Weeks Dye Works. But I didn't use that. I have Classic Colorworks. Sassy Brass. So I'm using that for those highlights. And then for that part of the deer's face. I don't know. I might have to rip out that part of the deer's face if it looks weird. I didn't think about that when I was stitching it last night. I just was stitching that symbol for 945 with 3829. So I don't know. But anyway, so I will take this into the new year. There's no way I'm going to finish it. No way that I'll finish it before the end of the year. I'm going to try not to start anything else though. I'm gonna attempt to I don't know, work on WIPs now that I've started a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so the next thing that I started after the reindeer, I have so much stuff over here. Oh yeah, it was the French hen from Satsuma Street. And yeah, I guess this should have been in my finishes also because it's done. Not fully finished, but it's all stitched and beaded and sequined. And I love it. So this is, I mean, you don't really need to see the model, but French hen. So now I just need to cut it out and I will do the sparkly paper on the back, and then I will get this one hung up. So you guys will probably see this one on the next video. But I just finished it today at work, so. Okay, so then after I started French Hen, I started, now I'm sure you've heard a whole lot of people talk about the Jingle Ball. And it was amazing. Lindy Stitches pulled the whole thing together. I heard there were some hiccups with the tech side of it, like Friday night. Because we were at my mother-in-law's, I was able to shop, but I didn't get a chance to join any of the groups or watch any of the like meet and greets. And I'm so bummed about that because they sounded amazing. But that Friday was when my husband and I had gone to Trans-Siberian Orchestra, which was amazing. If you get a chance to ever go see them, please do. It was amazing. Such a good show. So yeah, and then we had, oh, let's see. Wait a minute. Is that right? Yeah, I guess it is. I don't know. I was just looking at the stuff I stitched for the weekend, and I was like, is that right? Yeah, that was right. But anyway, so we saw Trans-Siberian Orchestra. We were at my mother-in-law's. We had a blast, but I didn't get a chance to go into any of the rooms, and I was really bummed. So next year for sure, if she does it again, definitely next year I will spend the $10. I will have some of the charts I got in haul, but this that I started, long story short, this is actually a Mystery Stitch Along exclusive from Tiny Modernist, and oh geez, now it's all wrinkly. So she released the first part during the Jingle Ball weekend, and then the second part came a couple days later, and the third part is actually going to be on Saturday, the 17th. So here's what it looks like right now with the first two clues. It's called Christmas Time. You cannot get it now. If you didn't get it during the Jingle Ball, you cannot get it now. I'm sure she'll release it next winter. It's probably one of those, like, they have to wait a year before they can release it. But I started this on 32 count Boardwalk Belfast linen. And I'm not, like, the most giant linen fan, but I thought this was going to look really good on this fabric. So here's what I got. And what I am doing is, it called for DMC. I ignored that. And I'm using hand dyes. So the white that I'm using is Snowflake from Color and Cotton. The lighter green, hold on. The lighter green is Pickle, and the darker green is Forest. And I love them. They look so good. The red is Bing Cherry. The dark gray is, I called for $37.99. It's Reuben from Color and Cotton. And then there is, I haven't gotten to this color yet, but I think Santa is in the last clue, and Skin Color. So she called for, I think, $9.45 with the asterisk that says, feel free to customize. Our model was stitched using DMC 434 for the skin color. So that's why I think it's Santa. So I picked this color. Oh, it's really washed out there. Nope, still washed out. It is definitely more tan than this. But it's darker than my skin tone. I think pretty much everyone is darker than my skin tone. So anyway, I love it. I'm not the biggest fan of stitching on linen, but I like the way the stitches look, so I'm going to stick with it. So it's not a big piece. That's all the way across, right there. And then it will, I mean, you'll be able to see through now. Oh, I have my needle holding this side because I was stitching in hand and it rolled up. Okay. So that was a start. Wait, there's one more, right? Yeah, there's one more start. So then the next thing I started, where'd it go? There it is. So this is, if you watch Lala D Stitches, she started this already, and I had mentioned last week that I was going to start it. So this is Deck the Halls from Satsuma Street. And I'm doing it just like it shows. Nice long banner. So I started right there at the top. And I was going to do a conversion, but as I was looking through my flosses, I didn't have the hand-dyed pinks that I would have needed for this piece. So I just scrapped the whole thing after spending like an hour and a half organizing my flosses and realizing I didn't have the correct pinks. So, hi. This is my jowly man. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Hi, your breath stinks now from chewing on a bone. He wants to eat. Go lay down. Okay. So anyway, I started this on the fabric of the month that I just got from Bestitch Me called Portobello. It's a 32 count Lugana. And I had said last video that I knew I needed to start something on this. It was either the last video or number 99. But let me see if I can get the fabric up high enough so you can see my start. So there's my start. I love it. I love the colors on this fabric. I am so excited about this. I'm probably going to work on it tonight. I love it. So, start with start. I have a lot of stitching to do. This one will follow me into next year as well, which is totally fine. This is going to be fun to stitch over the next year and have it done for next Christmas. I mean, it's good to have goals, right? Doesn't mean you gotta meet them. Okay, so that was my last new start. Now I just have some whips. And my foot's falling asleep, so I'm going to switch to the other side. Okay, so one whip. Whoop. Autumn Bird, Satsuma Street. Can you tell I'm kind of obsessed right now with Satsuma Street? I don't know what the deal is, but definitely obsessed. Okay, so here's where I was before. And there's where I am now. Wait, is that right side up? Oh yeah, that is. The little bird legs are there. That's what helps me know if it's right side up. So this is on a 32 count scroll from Bestitch Me. Such a great color. I have the rest of the fabric in this bag so that I can... Oh, and I did a sulky conversion for this. I am still planning on selling my sulky sets because I'm just not drawn to them. I have a ton of hand-dyeds. I have way more fun doing color conversions with hand-dyeds than I do with sulky, so... let's see, I worked on... This is the best part about WIP Wranglers. I worked on Winter Warmth. This is from, whoa, hello glares, Little Tough Designs. And I'll have to look. I mean, once I do my WIP parade, I'll let you know, like, when I started all these and stuff like that. But this one is on a 14 count light seafoam green Ada. And I apologize for the wrinkles in it. There's where it was before. I worked on this at my mother-in-law's house. I think on Saturday. And there's where it is now. You can probably see through that, huh? Let's try this. There. It's hard for me because there's a glare on my phone. Or not a glare, but I can see the Christmas lights reflected in my phone. So, I did all the words, that whole band, the line below it, and then the next band, and the line below that, and I did a bunch of the brown border. So, wrinkly. Sorry, I'm not an ironer. So I don't have a ton left. Like I have some flowers, some trees, and a birdhouse. There. Hopefully that helps. And then, of course, the rest of the border. But pretty good progress. I had no intention. Like, my goal for this year was just to get the top band done. That was it. That was my WIP Go goal. That was my only goal for this year, was just to get this one done. I had started it, and I had done some of the border. But, I've gotten a whole lot more than that done. There is a lot of backstitching though. Like all these trees need to be backstitched. I did the words because I knew my Q-snap would never land on it. So that's why I went ahead and did the words and then the little in between the mittens. I didn't do the poofs on the hats yet though. Like there's little tassels on the hats and the scarves. I didn't do those yet because they're in white. And I'm afraid that I might, when I'm doing the back stitching up here, then my Q-snap might land right there. So I'm going to start with the back stitching and work my way down. Because then it's not that big a deal if I back stitch in hand. I don't have to use a Q-snap to back stitch. I just like a Q-snap with Ada. I feel like my stitches lay better. It's all personal preference. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put the chart back in the bag. And I'm sorry, if I didn't make the bag myself, I don't remember where I got it from. This was actually one I made myself. It is nowhere close to winter. It's very spring-like. But, it's okay. Alright, I have 4 more WIPs. So, I did work on Nora Corbett Tea. And I got a good chunk of progress done on her dress. So I'm not going to open the entire thing up, but this is on a 32 count unnamed Jobelin. So here's where it was before. And there she is now. So I got quite a bit done. Quite a bit. I got lots of the white and yellow done in all the little bands. Lots of this done. This is up to the end. Over here somewhere-ish. Yeah, so definitely making progress on her dress. Yeah, this one will take a while. But it looks so good. I'm loving it. I'm loving how it's going. Okay. And then I worked on this, and it's so funny because my husband still hasn't asked me anything about this one. Here is what it will look like. Yeah, I know. I know. You're going to have to give me a few minutes, okay? Here, go lay down. Okay, so distracted. This is called Lily 1 from Light Unicorn Designs. And this is on a 32 count Lotus, and I'm doing this 1/1, or else it would have been gigantic. Here's where it was before. Ooh. And there's where it is now. I'm sure the color of the fabric is not going to come across well. And hold on, and I will put something behind it. Bella, she's licking my foot now. So, I did get a lot of stitches done on this, but they're all in that light pink right there. I'm sure you can barely see it. There is a lot of that color on this chart. So, it definitely, you can see it better in person than you can right here. You can just barely see it right there. But it's basically around the whole flower. It's the lighter parts of the petals. So the fabric actually looks halfway decent right now. It's definitely like a lavender, like a very like light natural, like just, it's a really pretty soft color. But But I still have a lot to stitch on this. And 1/1 on 32 count is, it's different. I kind of wish I would have done it on 25 count. Or even 28 probably would have been a little bit easier than 32. So, but either way, at least it won't be ginormous. It's going to look great when it's done. It's just going to take me a while. A very, very, very long while. Okay, and then 2 full coverages that I worked on. The first one is Mini Home for the Winter. I was very excited to pull this one back out, and I got a lot of stitches in on it. Here is where it was before. Oh, I guess we're having the same problem. Sheesh, remind me not to sit in front of the Christmas tree. So I did get almost 2 full diagonals done. I was getting lots of stitches done. So the house is basically done. There's a tiny little bit like down at the bottom. I got a lot more of the trees done. Just rocking through it. And then the other one I worked on is Christmas Pixie. This is from Charting Creations. Mini Home for the Winter is Heaven and Earth Designs. Charting Creations, this artist is Reuben McHugh. And here's where it was before. That's where it is now. I'm pretty much blocking all the work I did. So, worked more on the diagonal. And I'm one of those that... Oh, now that I had to get up close. I'm one of those that will finish the thread before I start another one, no matter where it goes. And it just so happened that some of the colors in the berries fall into the Pixie. So I ended up getting a lot of these stitches done. So I'm super excited about this. It is looking so cool. I just love it. And I love that I'm getting into her. So the solid blocks of stitching don't feel quite so daunting. Although, that's great for challenges because when you're just stitching one color in huge areas, you can get a ton of stitches done. So, those are my WIPs. Now, I had one which is in this bag that I keep holding up behind stuff. I started it. This is a Satsuma Street that I actually found on their website, and I hadn't ever seen it before when I purchased it. Purchased it maybe, gosh, late last winter, probably. So it's called Silver Peace Tree, and it's actually stitched on perforated paper and then assembled to be this nice, like, hanging decoration. It's too big to be an ornament, but it calls for silver perforated paper, which somehow managed to slip right through my brain, and I ordered white. So I was like, no big deal, it'll be fine. And then I stitched it on white. Or I started. You can barely see the bird. Like, it's there, but only if I, like, tilt. Then you can see the white. So I decided that's probably not going to work. So if you watched Kathy Haberman when she had her Halloween stitch along, her costume party, she took an ink pad and colored her perforated paper. So I went to the store and I found the ink pads, and I don't even know if it was the right brand or not, but I took the silver one and started this. Literally, this, all I did is just like rub it on there because I tried to dot it on there and it wouldn't work. So I didn't do the edges because I'm not going to stitch all the way to the edges, but I did, and you can see it's definitely very silvery. So the white should show up just fine on this now. The only thing is, if anyone has ever done, like, colored their own perforated paper before, let me know. I have more if I need to, like, bust into the other package, but if I, like, rub it, it comes off a little bit on my finger. And I'm worried, like, is it going to come off on my threads? Or do I just need to be really, really careful? So, I don't know, but I think it's going to look a whole lot better than this white bird that doesn't show up on white paper. I can't find silver perforated paper. I tried. I even looked online. Nobody's got silver right now. So, who knows? This may be one that just needs to wait until I can find silver perforated paper, or maybe I need to like do a really light spray paint on it. My only thing is I didn't want to saturate the paper and make it like fall apart. So if you have ideas, please let me know. I'd appreciate it. Okay. A couple things in the mail. I got my Color and Cotton December threads. I'm sure you guys have all seen these by now. They are gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Very like cool wintry colors, except for that one. That one's more like pine cone. I'm a little curious what it's called. Oh, it's called Toboggan. It is kind of woodsy. Okay. Now, from the Jingle Ball, I got some stuff. And they were all PDFs, except for French Hen. So, I got the Jingle Bell Baubles book. It's got 12 designers in it. These are my two favorites. It's from Lindy Stitches, Not Even a Mouse. And Jody Rice from Satsuma Street, Ringing in Good Cheer. Those are my two favorites in the book. Although I liked almost every single one. Those are the ones I'm for sure going to stitch. And then I purchased Hands On Design Holiday Greetings. And there should be pictures popping up with each of these. If there's not, I apologize. But I'm pretty sure I have pictures of all of them. Lindy Stitch's Cats Love Christmas. I know this is from like last year or 2 years ago, but I hadn't bought it yet. Don't ask me why. I need to stitch them and hang them on my tree. And then I already told you about the Tiny Modernist Christmas Time Stitch Along. Then I found, so if you guys watch the Sunshine Stitchers, you'll remember that last year EJ stitched the Christmas ornaments from Nora Corbett. And I loved it, but I had no idea where to find it. And I didn't even think to reach out and ask her where she found it. Just so happened to see something, I don't know if it was on, maybe it was in my email. I don't know. But Hirschner's carries some of the patterns from the old keepsake calendar. Like this one was, I think the Nora Corbett one was in the 2016 keepsake calendar. So I look it up on Hirschner's, I find it, and it's a digital download. And I was like, so that's awesome. Like, I don't care if it's a print chart or digital. I'll do either one. But digital makes it a lot easier because then I can put it in Pattern Keeper. I mean, a Nora Corbett in Pattern Keeper would be amazing for all of them. So, you guys, it's only $1.99. If you want to stitch this, go to Hirschner's, type in Christmas Ornament Paid Download, and you will find it. I wouldn't search Nora Corbett because I don't think it comes up under her because it was technically in the keepsake calendar, but nothing comes up if you type in keepsake calendar. So it's just very weird. So anyway, Christmas Ornaments is the name of it. Look for paid download and you should find it. I'm excited. Totally gonna stitch it. Then Facebook. We all see the ads on Facebook. We all get annoyed by the ads. Well, I'll get like random recommendations for like different cross stitch groups and stuff. Usually I just scroll right by, but I saw somebody's post and it was amazing. And I thought, what is that pattern? I need to know. So what it is hers was Winter Wonderland. And hers was the daytime one. So they have two different PDFs. This is Winter Wonderland at night. Apparently it was a stitch along. I'm not sure exactly what year it was, but these are from the Historical Sampler Company. So that one is Winter Wonderland at night. The other one I got is called Scandi Christmas Tree. I love it. I absolutely love it. I had never even heard of Historical Sampler Company before. And as soon as I start looking at their website, I was like, OS. Uh-oh. So I managed to hold myself to 2. I love them. Absolutely love them. I think what I'm going to do is do the Winter Wonderland at night. Obviously on a dark fabric. But I think I'm going to do, maybe try and do that like a block a month type of thing. Or maybe a little more than that. Oh, you just got a drink. Nope. Roscoe, I know you're hungry. I just got to do the giveaways. That's it. I just got to do the giveaways. Yeah. I know. You just dripped all over my leg. I was going to tell him he was being a good boy, but no. Okay, so give him some pets. My phone is ringing, so I'm just going to give it a second. Ow! Goodness. Now he's going to sit on my leg. Oh. He's a gooder boy, huh? He's a good boy. I know. We're almost done, buddy. Okay, giveaways. Let's do it. So, the first one was Dragon Sock. It's abominable. It's going to make amazing socks for Jill Sack. Jill Sack. I will put the picture of the drawings up here just in case I pronounce anyone's name wrong. Really? Urgh, he's so strong. Okay, the next one is Madeline Tosh Havana. Hey. Honor Crowned Crafts. So, I don't know if I still have your address or not. Just my email address is below. You can do that, or you can shoot me a message on Instagram, CandaceK31. I am going to delete the Candace K Stitching Instagram, or like inactivate it or something, just so that I have it in case anything ever happens again. But I haven't posted anything since I got my original account back. So Candace K31 is what you want. Okay, then next up we have Winter Welcome. That one goes to Char J57. And then the Ferret. That one is going to Debbie Mason. Oh, counting is hard. Like, even I messed up this chart. I'm generally pretty good at counting. That one, Arlene Curry. So Arlene, I hope you have better counting than I did. Although you can't really tell because there's enough space between all the motifs. Next up we have Teresa Kogut's Fox and Friend. And that one is going to Jacqueline Boyd. So, and I know some of you have won stuff before, but please just email me because I can't guarantee that Gmail is going to let me find your previous email. Lavender Farm. Teresa Chuckle. It's all yours, girly. Girly, sorry. And then finally, When Life is Done. Dana Ballard. It's all yours. I hope you, I hate that anyone has to have a reason to stitch this, but it's amazing. I hope you enjoy stitching it as much as I did. Okay, so those were the giveaway winners. You guys are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming back to check me out and, you know, commenting even when there aren't giveaways and you comment. I really appreciate it. I might be back next week with like a regular Flosstube, but also plans for 2023. I don't want to shove plans and a WIP Parade all in one because that's kind of a lot. And I still need to get myself organized. I guess I know what I'm doing at work this week. I'm going to take my planner with me and try and get some 2023 plans nailed down. I am doing 23 and 23 for WIP Warriors. So that is for sure a given. But it gives me a little bit of leeway now that when we finish one, we can replace it with anything we don't have to replace it with the same size project. So I don't know, we'll see. All of my full coverage will definitely be on there because I want to work on all of them. So I think that is all I have. I did get all my squares cut, all of my half square triangle, yeah. Anyway, they're all trimmed. Just total brain fart right now. They're all trimmed. It is ready to be assembled, but my mom is coming next week. I just found out a couple days ago, and my house is a mess. Not this part of my house. It's the rest of my house. So I got some cleaning to do before she gets here. She wouldn't care, but I do. So I will see you guys next week. If not next week, the next time you see me will be WIP Parade. I will probably try and do that sometime right at that, you know, like the 29th, 30th, maybe. Maybe I'll do it right on the 1st. That's a Sunday. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying Flossmas if you like watching those. And unfortunately, I got burnt out real quick. There were just so many. I got overwhelmed really, really fast. So there are a couple, like I've skipped a couple and then caught up with the most recent one, which I kind of feel is like cheating. But Flosstube is supposed to be fun, and I was getting overwhelmed. So I had to put my best interests first. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a great holiday if I don't see you before then. And hug all your loved ones. Give them a call, even if you haven't in a while. It's a good time of year for that. All right, see you guys next time. Bye.